Have you ever wondered why some people always get their way? Whether it's convincing a friend to see the latest blockbuster or negotiating a big promotion at work, some individuals seem to have a magical influence over others. Well, what if we told you that this magic is actually a series of psychological tricks that anyone can learn? In today's video, we're uncovering 7 powerful psychological tricks that can subtly persuade people to do what you want. These strategies will open your eyes to the hidden dynamics of human behavior. Welcome to Dark Psyche Zone, where we dive deep into the mysteries of the mind and reveal the secrets behind human actions. If you're fascinated by what drives decisions and behaviors, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join us on this intriguing journey into the psychology of persuasion. Let's get started. Trick number 1, framing. Framing is a psychological trick that leverages the context in which information is presented to influence decision-making. It's based on the idea that the way a choice is framed, whether as a loss or a gain, can significantly alter people's reactions. For example, telling someone they have a 90% chance of success sounds more appealing than a 10% chance of failure, even though the odds are the same. This technique is powerful in getting people to do what you want by subtly guiding their choices without them noticing. In marketing, framing can be used to make products seem more desirable. In negotiations, presenting terms as benefits rather than sacrifices can make them more acceptable. Similarly, in leadership, framing tasks as opportunities for growth rather than challenges can boost enthusiasm and engagement. Effective framing requires understanding your audience's values and fears, as it relies on aligning your message with what resonates most with them. By mastering framing, you can steer people toward desired outcomes by simply shifting the narrative around a choice. Trick number 2, unity. The psychological trick of unity leverages shared identities and experiences to influence behavior. When people recognize commonalities, whether they're cultural, professional, or personal, they're more likely to comply with requests from those they consider part of their group. This sense of belonging enhances trust and cooperation, making it easier to motivate others towards a common goal. For instance, in a workplace, emphasizing a shared mission or values can encourage teamwork and the acceptance of new initiatives. Similarly, marketers often use unity by aligning brands with consumer lifestyles, thus increasing the likelihood of purchase. In personal interactions, revealing mutual interests or backgrounds can pave the way for smoother negotiations and agreements. Utilizing unity isn't just about manipulating outcomes. It's about forging genuine connections that facilitate mutual benefits. By framing requests or suggestions within the context of shared experiences, one can subtly guide others towards desired actions, making it a powerful tool in both personal and professional spheres. Trick number 3, the power of reciprocity. Reciprocity is a fundamental social norm that influences human behavior powerfully. It operates on a simple give-and-take principle. When someone does something for us, we naturally feel compelled to return the favor. This psychological trick can be strategically used to influence people's actions. For instance, in business or personal interactions, initiating by offering a small gift, favor, or concession can set the stage for the other person to reciprocate with what you actually want from them. This could be support for a project, a purchase decision, or help in some form. The key is to ensure that the initial gesture is perceived as genuine and valuable. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Even small acts of kindness or helpfulness can trigger a strong desire to reciprocate. Moreover, this tactic works best when the reciprocity is not immediately demanded. Allowing some time to elapse before the reciprocation is expected tends to increase the effectiveness of this psychological strategy. Trick number 4, scarcity. The psychological principle of scarcity is rooted in the idea that people place higher value on resources that are limited. This can be leveraged to influence behavior by highlighting the uniqueness and limited availability of what you are offering. For instance, marketers often use phrases like limited time offer or only a few left, to create a sense of urgency. When people believe they might miss out, they're more likely to act quickly and decisively. This tactic isn't limited to marketing. In negotiations, indicating that an offer is exclusive to the recipient can make it more appealing, pushing them towards agreement. Similarly, in social settings, suggesting that an opportunity is rare or time-sensitive can persuade others to join or participate. Importantly, the application of scarcity should always consider ethical boundaries. It's about creating genuine value and urgency without deception. By ethically emphasizing scarcity, you can encourage people to make decisions that align with your goals, enhancing both effectiveness in communication and the likelihood of achieving desired outcomes. Trick number 5, the because reason. One of the most effective psychological tricks to influence others is the because reason, a technique rooted in the power of explanation. When asking someone to do something, providing a reason, even if it's a simple one, significantly increases the chances of compliance. This effect was famously demonstrated in a study where individuals were more likely to allow someone to cut in line when a reason was given, even if the reason was as trivial as needing to make copies. The key lies in the word because. It triggers an automatic compliance response. People are conditioned to follow requests that are explained, as reasons imply thought and consideration. In practice, you can employ this by always giving a rationale for your requests, which should be true and reasonable, but doesn't have to be complex. For example, saying, "Can you let me go first because I'm in a rush?" is typically more effective than simply asking to go first. This technique leverages the human desire to understand and feel part of a rational process, enhancing cooperation and influence. Trick number 6, the fear of missing out, FOMO. The fear of missing out, commonly known as FOMO, is a powerful psychological trigger, tapping into our innate fear of being left out or missing opportunities. This tactic is often used in marketing and interpersonal influence to compel action by creating a sense of urgency and exclusivity. When people believe that they might miss out on something significant, their decision-making process is accelerated, often leading to quicker compliance with what is being asked of them. To effectively use FOMO, you must highlight the exclusivity and time-limited nature of an opportunity. For instance, stating that an offer is available to a limited number of people, or only for a short period, can make it more appealing. Additionally, showcasing others benefiting from an opportunity can intensify the FOMO effect, as people tend to measure their own actions and successes against those of their peers. By strategically framing your requests or offers in a way that emphasizes what one might lose rather than gain, you can significantly increase the likelihood of getting the desired response. Trick number 7, the paradox of choice. The paradox of choice is a psychological phenomenon where too many options can lead to decision paralysis and dissatisfaction. When applied strategically, this can be a powerful tool to influence others' decisions subtly. By providing fewer choices, you can steer people towards a particular action or outcome more effectively. This trick is especially useful in situations where a decision needs to be made quickly, or when you want to highlight a specific option as the most appealing. For instance, in marketing, offering 3 closely related products at different price points can guide consumers to choose the middle option, which often seems like a reasonable compromise between cost and value. Similarly, in negotiations, presenting fewer but well-considered options can make your preferred outcome appear as the best choice due to limited alternatives. The key is to balance the number of choices to avoid overwhelming the decision maker, while still providing enough variety to satisfy their need for control and autonomy. By manipulating how choices are presented, you can effectively influence decisions and drive desired behaviors. We've journeyed through 7 fascinating psychological tricks today, each offering unique insights into how we can influence others subtly yet effectively. If you found this video insightful, please give it a like to support our channel. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss out on our deep dives into the psychology that shapes our actions. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.